Welcome back to NCHANZPLACE, and I have here a Sideshow Doomsday Maquette exclusive. So I got this from a waitlist conversion. It's actually pretty good. It also has tons of details, really good sculpt, really great texture and everything. I will tell you more about it, but there's also something in this piece that would, let's say, other collectors might turn down. For me, even it was really that bad. It is really that bad. So I hope you keep watching and I hope you enjoy. Click the thumbs up if you really like the video and subscribe to my channel, The NCHANZPLACE, for more pop culture videos.
Made the devil run. I gave him poison just for fun. I had one friend, now there's none. I made the devil run. I broke so many bones, but none of them were ever my own. They were an army, I was alone. I broke so many bones. I'm bad as bad can be, so bad that it's hard to believe. Oh, what they say about me. I'm bad, take a look and see. So bad that it's hard to believe. I don't care what they say about me. I watched an empire fall. I stormed the gate and scaled the walls. They wouldn't share, so I took it all. I watched an empire fall. I'm bad as bad can be, so bad that it's hard to believe. Oh, what they say about me. I'm bad, take a look and see. So bad that it's hard to believe. I don't care what they say about me. Stop it! I'm bad as bad could be. Bad, I'm bad as bad could be. I'm bad as bad could be. Bad as bad can be, so bad that it's hard to believe. Oh, what they say about me. Yeah, I'm bad. Take a look and see. So bad that it's hard to believe. I don't care what they say about me. I'm bad as bad can be. Oh, so bad. I'm bad as bad can be.
So before we go and dig into this piece, some details first. It's still available. The collector's edition is still available with an edition size of 600, and it has a price tag of 1235 USD. And as for the collector's edition, it's already in wait list, and it has an edition size of 300 and also a 1250 USD price tag. So again, as I mentioned, there are some parts of this piece that is actually a bit controversial, or some people, or most, or I guess a lot of collectors might not want this because it has some PVC parts in it, and it's not that good when you say PVC in stage use, and basically a lot of people might turn down on this piece. So so before we go, I want to go to the details. So what turned down on me regarding this piece is not that this is made of PVC. There's a lot of I really like the, how I would say, the Swamp Thing. The Swamp Thing is actually quite good. I really like that one. I thought it was okay for this piece, but I was not turned down because the body is PVC, or this is made of PVC. What I was actually, because it actually has a weight, and it's actually quite heavy. I mean, for me at least, I'm not that big, but it actually has a good weight. I think almost the same, or the same as the Bane. I think so, and that's a bit heavy because considering he's bigger than Bane, and Bane is like really fully sculpted with polystone. That it is that heavy. But for this one, the base is polystone, and I'm not sure. I guess there are some parts for this one that is also polystone, and some are, let's say, PVC. I couldn't tell the difference. The only good thing about the PVC is that it has a really good details with the sculpt. Again, I wasn't turned down by this. When I received this, when I lifted it up, tried to assemble, it was really that heavy. I was surprised it was that heavy. What turned down on me first was when it was lighted like this one, actually even brighter. It actually somehow has a different feel or look into it. The Swamp Thing has different look, and it, I guess, works for Swamp Thing because the shine makes it more, how would say, more like swampy or wet look for the Swamp Thing, and it works for Swamp Thing. For this one, it doesn't really, let's say, make it look good, or really that look good. It is still okay, but it does not complement to the paint job. I do wish that Sideshow adapted more. There's something in it that when it's lighted, it's somehow a bit dull. Again, it works for I would say for Swamp Thing, but for this one, I feel it's somehow a bit dull. It has some good different discoloration and everything, but again, it's not the same as when you compared it with the polystone and it's painted. It's really not the same. That's one thing. The second one, which is the worst one, is the accessories. Accessories are pure plastic, and it's very cheap. Not cool, Sideshow. Really not cool. This one, you can bend it. To be honest, I hope you can see. You can bend that one, and basically you don't even be afraid that it will fall off, because I'm not even having a hard time putting it. I really didn't like that one. The trident, you can actually bend it. Don't bend it too much, but it can actually bend, and it's very plasticky. I really didn't like this. Not cool, Sideshow, not cool. Worst one is this one. You can't even throw this and it bounces. I really wanted to try. I tried to drop this, and I'm not at too much height because I'm really afraid it might still break, but it actually bounces. And I guess it's really all plastic for this one. I guess the accessories is really that bad. I really didn't like it. I do wish that Sideshow should have done a bit more for this, because it is a really expensive piece. This is not that cheap. It's almost the same as a 1/3. So again, that was the most disappointing things I have for this piece. It's not that it's not heavy. It's because of the accessories. It's really that bad. I really didn't like it. It even made me think that to give it back to Sideshow, and I think after a few days, I really when it's properly lighted in my collection room, it actually looks good. So I decided not to return it to Sideshow, but maybe for some, just a warning: if you really don't like this plastic stuff, don't get this piece. You will just be disappointed. So let's go for the base. The base is actually all polystone and it's very good. It's well designed. I really like it. There's Batman, there's Wonder Woman, there's Aquaman there. Really nice stuff. I really do like it, and I like how it's painted as well. Really like battle torn ground. So it's really that good. Going up further, as I mentioned, with the PVC, or let's say plastic, I do not know. I'm not also even sure if the base is plastic. I'm not really that sure, but it has a really amazing detail for this one, like really amazing. Tons of details, texture, everything you like in a how would say in a Doomsday, it is there. And I also like how it shows how he breaks through all his clothes, or I'm not sure if it's his armor or some jail, because I remember he broke out from jail or something, and he tore all his clothes because he keeps growing and growing. So that one, it's really nicely done here. You can really see it, and also all the weathering. I really love that one. Going up further, again, all the textures here. This part, really amazing stuff. Really good. I don't know, but I do feel that the pose is similar to the new Sabretooth. It looks really similar. What I do like this one is that it complements, because let's say this guy here is more of like a monster. All of his parts are like, I wouldn't be expecting it to be the same, or let's say like disfigured. I really want him to be looking disfigured, and it's really beautifully captured here. Another great piece also, or let's say extra for this piece, is the cape. I really like the cape. It's not that easy to pose. I always take time to pose this cape, but it's really good. I really like it. I like the material. I like how they tore it apart. I do wish that there's more, like say, flaky parts or ends in here. Like it's really like fabric, like it's really torn. I think it's cleanly cut. I am not sure how it's going, wherein you scrape it a bit so that the fabric will really spread out. I think I might do that, but I need the proper tools to make it look good. But again, it's really good, poseable. I really love that piece. Going up further, the details of the back is totally insane. I just do wish it's all polystone. But nonetheless, again, the very bad part is this one. So there's actually two batarangs. There's one here and also one in there. And again, I'm not that fan of this batarangs. Sideshow really got cheap on this one, on the accessories. So the exclusive, this is actually the regular head. I'm really liking the regular head. I love it. It's very menacing. It looks really menacing. I do think, I'm not sure, maybe this is polystone, this part. I'm not sure. It feels solid. But this one is actually the more plasticky one, and this is actually the exclusive head. So it's this one here. It is actually really good. I got the exclusive because I really like this. I like this look. Look at that one. It looks amazing. So again, the details is very good, especially in his head, or I'm not sure, his mask or something. This looks absolutely good in terms of details, but again, too bad Sideshow got cheap on us. It's too light. You can really feel the plastic there. So this is really amazing stuff, but I have to say this is not for everyone, because it's how to explain, like, I don't know if it's really that bad, or that expensive to make it a polystone, because the price of this one is almost the same as my Prime 1 Mr. Freeze, but that one is super heavy, tons of details, and it's polystone and a lot of mixed media. But this one, I'm not sure why. I'm not a materials expert, but I really do wish that Sideshow didn't go cheap on us. So to continue, I would like to give the rating for this, and for paint quality, I'm giving it a 4.5. So again, the paint job is really good. To be honest, it's really that good. Didn't see any problems so far, but I do wish they adapted a bit, making they should have tried like light testing with different lights with their paint job with the PVC. It looks, again, at some point it looks very dull with just ordinary white light, and you might not like that one. So for color, I'm giving this a 4.0 because again of that dull effect. I do not really know why, but I feel it's somehow a bit dull with ordinary lights or natural white lights. I have to put it in a different kind of mood so that it looks really amazing. For weathering, I'm giving it a 5, and shadows and highlights, I'm giving a 4.5 because it actually has really good paint job, and it has a really good weathering and shadows and highlights. For quality, sculpt quality, I'm giving it a 5.0. Very beautiful sculpt, really amazing. There's no problems for me. Even the sims is actually well done, especially with the regular head. It's actually really good. Texture 5.0, definitely. Weight and size, I'm giving it a 4.0 because honestly it actually has a weight. And for details and complexity, I'm giving it a 5 as well because it has actually very good details in it, and I'm really surprised it's actually that good. But in terms of design, this is where this falls apart. For concept, I really like the concept in terms of the pose, the idea where it's there, but the idea of making it PVC, I do wish maybe there's some Sideshow project managers that we would know that they will make this. At least I guess that would be a good information for us, but because if this is the project manager for this project or for this piece, I will not buy it because he will use PVC. So again, because of that, I really didn't like that much. So it still has good stuff, but I didn't like that it's almost all PVC, so I'm giving it only a 3.5. For displayability, it's actually easy for him to display. It's not that bad. I know it's big, but I'm only giving him a 4.0. Assembly, I'm giving it a 5 because it's very easy to assemble. There's no problem assembling this piece. But for switch out and mixed media, I like this one, but everything else that in terms of switch out is that bad in terms of material that they used. So I didn't like it at all. Like, not cool, Sideshow, not cool. Please don't do this again. So that's why I'm giving a 2.5 for switch out and mixed media. I'm never that picky, but this one is just that bad, really that bad. So those are the ratings for this piece, and this is Sideshow Doomsday Maquette exclusive. Look at that piece. Look at this monster, the Kryptonian killer Doomsday.